ikakasal ako this year and I think perfect na mag-react ako dito kasi what if sa akin to nangyari? Kasi hindi ko alam na nangyayari pala to. And sobrang justifiable and valid yung nararamdaman ni groom dito kasi Diyos ko naman, isipin mo 'di ba? Yung guy best friend mo na kaibigan mo for the longest time na magiging best man mo, siya yung naging ka-affair ng magiging soon to be wife mo. Good evening, this is your host Erwin and this is Anonymous Pinoy Confessions Unplugged. Welcome na naman sa panibagong episode natin dito sa APC Unplugged. Ang haba kasi ng Anonymous Pinoy Confessions, so APC Unplugged. Kamusta naman kayo mga boss? So panibagong episode na naman tayo. And ngayon pag-usapan natin tong isang kumpisal na unang-una, ito ang kumpisal na bumuo sa Anonymous Pinoy Confession na series. So without further ado, mangumpisal na tayo. Confession. Male, 27 years old. I am getting married soon to my fiancé this June 2025 to be exact. We've been together for 10 years. Nag-start kami freshman college and she is the love of my life and she happened to be my first relationship too. Ang dilemma ko is recently kinausap ako ng guy best friend ko who happens to be my appointed best man sa kasal ko. Sinabi niya sa akin na hindi niya kaya maging best man ko without admitting the truth na may nangyari sa kanila ng fiancé ko back in 2021. So basically, all this time, hindi ko alam na nag-cheat pala sa akin ang soon-to-be wife ko with my guy best friend. Hindi ko alam anong mararamdaman ko after niya sabihin sa akin to. And I just feel angry, betrayed, empty, and sad all at the same time. Hindi ko alam paano i-process ang emotions ko. As of right now, hindi ko alam kung gusto ko pa ituloy ang kasal. Lalo na, nakaprepare na rin lahat. I just honestly don't know. Most of all, I have not confronted my fiancé about it dahil hindi ko alam kung paano ko magre-react once sabihin ko sa kanya. I am lost. Grabe. Okay, naalala ko na to. Naalala ko na tong confession na to. Ito pala yung best man, yung magiging best man ng groom is naging kalaguyo nung soon to be bride. Oh my God, ito yon. And imagine, July na ngayon. So, nung sined niya tong confession na to, it was March, right? And kinasal siya. Ikakasal dapat siya June 2025. So, hindi ko alam kung at this point in time is actually natuloy yung kasal nila. Grabe, teka, let me process my thoughts kasi naalala ko actually yung unang episode nitong itong confession na to. Actually, nagawan ko pala ng long form sa Spotify and YouTube, but since nagawa ko na dito, let's talk about this one. And this is specifically applicable sa scenario ko na hindi itong bagay na to na may cheating ha. Ang ibig ko sabihin kasi ikakasal ako this year and I think perfect na mag-react ako dito kasi what if sa akin to nangyari? Kasi hindi ko alam na nangyayari pala to. And sobrang justifiable and valid yung nararamdaman ni groom dito kasi Diyos ko naman, isipin mo 'di ba? Yung guy best friend mo na kaibigan mo for the longest time na magiging best man mo, siya yung naging ka-affair ng magiging soon to be wife mo. 'Di ba? And to think 10 years kayong in relationship and ginawa nyo to, ginawa nung girl and nung best man probably during nung sila na, nung groom, nung soon to be groom, right? And hindi ko lang maisip kung bakit. Like sobrang speechless ko pa rin pag naalala ko na sobrang speechless ko pa din kasi just imagine yung sobrang pagtataksil na kasi ito yung mga bagay na hindi ko lubos maisipan na nangyayari pala to in real life na akala mo parang fiction parang fiction, pero bakit kailangan nyo pang antayin na umabot sa ikakasal na and tsaka nyo lang sasabihin? I mean, I'm not trying to parang sabihin na hindi mali yung ginawa ni soon to be best man kupal siya. Let's just get that out there. Kupal siya, pero to his credit, lumabas siya para sabihin sa best friend niya na hindi kaya ng konsensya niya dahil nga sa panlolokong ginawa nila, like yung kahayupan na ginawa nila. Although that doesn't mean na like na-clear yung kasalanang ginawa niya. And just imagine if you are just a few months away from your wedding, tas nalaman mo to. Ako personally, pag nalaman ko to, I feel like I'm on the same boat as ni groom na hindi ko alam kung anong mararamdaman ko kasi parang sudden gush of emotions na para kang sinusuntok sa iba't ibang direksyon tas hindi ka makarespond. And hindi ko din alam kung itutuloy ko pa ba yung kasal kasi sabi nga dito sa ating confession na to, naka-prepare na rin lahat. So ang dami mong iisipin. Like at this point, I feel like hindi mo na iisipin financially. Like kung ako to, I don't care anymore sa financial kasi Diyos ko, niloko mo ako, di ba? Kasi siguro if there's anything that I'm more worried about, it would be yung ripple effect sa family ko and sa family nung magiging wife ko. 'Di ba? Why all of a sudden biglang ititigil, 'di ba? And to think, I feel like si groom mahal na mahal pa rin niya itong soon to be wife niya kasi sabi niya as of right now, hindi ko alam kung gusto ko pa ituloy ang kasal. So meron siyang maybe na parang maybe itutuloy, maybe hindi. And sabi niya, I just honestly don't know, 'di ba? And hindi niya pa rin ma-confront yung fiancé niya about it kasi hindi niya alam paano siya magre-react once sabihin niya. So he's just totally lost and definitely confused. And ang hirap nitong sitwasyon na to kasi kayo, anong gagawin niyo pag nangyari sa inyo to? 'Di ba? Kahit sabihin natin baliktarin natin na si yung babae yung niloko, 'di ba? Tapos yung yung maid of honor nung babae, yung kalaguyo nung soon to be groom, 'di ba? And it's just I don't know, 'di ba? Like ako personally, like I said, siguro hindi ko itutuloy ito kasi Diyos ko, ngayon pa lang nakita ko na lolokohin mo ko and ito yung maglalaro sa isip ko na ngayon lang sinabi sa akin nung magiging best man ko na may nangyari sa inyo. How much more yung hindi ko alam. Like, we've been together for 10 years. Diba? So, si Guy is 27. They've been together since they were 17 kasi 10 years together sila nung girl. All of those 10 years, ano pa yung maaring nangyari na hindi ko alam, na hindi ina-admit sa akin ng babae? Kasi at this point, ang nalalaman ko lang is yung sinabi nung guy best friend ko, yung magiging best man ko. At yun lang ang pinangahawakan ko. 'Di ba? And naalala ko, binabasa ko yung comments dito sa TikTok nung una ko itong pinost and sinasabi nung iba na baka daw ginagawan lang ng kwento nung best man na may na-type niya yung babae and ayaw niyang matuloy yung kasal. I mean, that is a possibility pero hindi yun yung tingin ko eh. I feel like yung guy best friend na magiging best man is nakonsensya na hindi na niya kinaya yung burden na to. Ang hindi ko talaga parang mag-grasp dito is yung babae talaga eh, 'di ba? I mean, hindi naman natin alam kung ano yung side niya ng story but come on. 'Di ba? Kasi parang dito sobrang dami mo ng trust issues. So would you actually even go and get married to this person na nililin lang ka all this time? 'Di ba? And like I said, hindi mo alam kung may iba pang nangyari in the past. And that's just gonna wreck your mental health. And once na makasal ka sa taong to, that's a lifelong thing, 'di ba? So, ano ba to? Blessing in disguise ni Lord? Kasi I know, ang sakit niya kasi Lord, bakit ngayon mo binigay at this very moment kung kailan ikakasal na ako? But still, it's still a blessing in disguise kasi binigyan ka ni Lord ng, I'm sorry, son, I have to do this to you but this has to happen now. Instead of, pwede ko nalaman to 2-3 years ago, a year ago before nag-prepare ng wedding but God chose to give it to you today. 'Di ba? 'Di ba? Kasi pag ikaw naposas dyan, wala na, walang kawalaan yan. And hindi ko alam kung itong nag-confess si sender is nasa Philippines. And pag nasa Philippines tayo, alam naman nating napakahirap ng hiwalayan dahil walang divorce and annulment lang ang meron sa atin. So, wala hindi mo na ma-fix to once na mangyari to Kasi even if let's say magkaanak kayo, there's always that thing na niloko ko nito. 'Di ba? And every time makikita mo yung best friend mo, kahit sabihin mo pang lumipas na, yun at yun ang maaalala mo. And I feel like ako personally, I don't think I will be hanging around with my best friend. He would be my ex-best friend kasi like as a best friend, why would you do that? 'Di ba? 'Di ba? Yun na lang 'Di ba? Like parang hindi na natin pinag-uusapan dito yung decency, which is it's a factor. Like kung decente kang tao, hindi mo gagawin 'yan, 'di ba? Kundi ito na lang yung gusto kong iwan, kundi self-respect na lang na hindi mo ba nire-respeto yung sarili mo enough para gumawa ka ng ganyan? Kasi pagkatapos mong gawin to, ano na lang ang magiging tingin sa'yo ng tao? Yun yung isipin mo, di ba? Like, do I still have that integrity sa mata ng ibang tao kapag ginawa ko tong kabulastugan na to? Yung ganon. So, yun lang. Parang, I just wish na na-figure out to nung groom. And I just hope and pray na mag-heal siya from this trauma. Kasi ang lalang trauma nito, sa totoo lang. Kasi like I said, like na-imagine ko talaga yung sarili ko as someone na ikakasal nga. And sana hindi natuloy yung kasal. Yun lang. Kasi God knows what's gonna happen after that marriage. It's kawawa yung magiging anak nila kung in the process maghihiwalay din sila, 'di ba? So hopefully hindi na umabot doon kasi mas kawawa yung magiging family nila in the future kapag ganun yung naging setup kung saan toxic. But who knows, pwedeng nagkatuluyan sila and it all worked out. But yun lang yung masasabi ko and those are my thoughts, and I am actually interested kung anong sasabihin nyo guys regarding this malalang confession. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for tuning in on this episode, and this is your host, Erwin, and until next time, peace.